What's up? Yeah, everybody, it's your man Small Guy Promotions. Time for another vlog. Hope you enjoyed the last one if you caught it. This one, we're going to talk about my staycation. First off, I want to say that I'm so thankful to have a full-time job that gives me paid time off to just relax and enjoy my family and spend some quality time. So that was great. Man, we had a we had an action-packed first week. I got 2 weeks, but for the first week, day one, we hung out down in the old market. We went down to Sozo Coffee House. You know, my wife likes coffee. She's a coffee drinker. She's got my daughters liking coffee. Decaf for my 8-year-old. I don't know. I don't really care for that, but that's what it is. Hot chocolate, or no, me and my youngest, we both got Italian sodas, so that was good. It was a really good time. Aside from just sitting and hanging out, drinking coffee and Italian sodas, we played some games. We ended up being down at Sozo for a few hours. Man, I couldn't believe how much time we spent down there. So for those of y'all who don't know, if you go to Sozo Coffee House down on 13th in Jones in the Old Market, they have a bunch of games. They have some art around the place, so you can check that stuff out. After that, we walked around a little bit. Went to the Flying Worm. I always see them on Instagram and on Twitter. So I wanted to go and check out their store. Checked out their store. It was cool, a little vintage place, a little different than what I'm used to. After that, we went to a bookstore and got my daughter a book. She loves the books. I can't remember the name of the store, but it's down on that strip right next to the Flying Worm. It's got a ton of books. Like it's something like out of a movie. I don't know. That was dope. Then we went to Zio's Pizza and had some lunch. And after lunch, it was time for jujitsu. So we did all that. I didn't go to jujitsu because, you know, on Monday nights I have my show Surviving Life's Tribulations, as I've talked about before with my co-host Donna. So I did that. Man, day two, that was just all in day one. Day two, we went to Connectco downtown. If you don't know about that place in the old market, it's free. You come, it's like a play area. They have a bunch of different rooms and stuff for the kids. You can learn something, play around with some stuff too. It's really interesting. Thank you, Omaha, because if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have known about that place. And we went to Hollywood Candy that day. I've never spent that much time in Hollywood Candy, but we went to the antique side and checked all the stuff out. We probably spent a good hour in the Hollywood Candy and the antiques store while we were down there. That was cool. You know, we also went to the movies that day. We went to see Inside Out. That was a pretty cool movie about your feelings. You know, due to the recliners and the super comfy seats, I took a little nap. That's all right. That's all right. Day three, we had plans to go like to the safari, you know, Wednesday, but we had an emergency in the family. The dog wasn't doing so well. We had dentist appointments. You know, my girls went to the dentist appointments, and I was supposed to go and get a root canal done. Couldn't get it done because the dog was not feeling well. Had to take him to the vet, and unfortunately, you know, he's no longer with us because of some health issues that he was having. So that took up most of the day on Wednesday, day three. But then, because all of us were down, my brother-in-law, who's super cool, who lives in town, he took us to Stella's out in Bellevue to grub. So that's what we did. I wish I would have taken some pictures of the food. I had like a brisket burger, which was, oh my god, fat guy heaven. Day four, man, we were so busy. I love this. We went down to the Durham Museum. That was my first time. I believe that was my wife's first time down there. Is that correct? That was her first time. My oldest daughter had been down there with school before, but it was our first time as a family, so that was pretty interesting. Saw a bunch of good stuff. You know, they had a Kool-Aid exhibit, so I was right at home with the Kool-Aid. You know, who don't like Kool-Aid? If you've seen any of my posts or any of my blogs, vlogs, whatever, you know I like Kool-Aid. So we did that. Then after that was my job. You know, TD Ameritrade. We had the College Home Run Derby going on, so you know we got face paint done and all that jazz. We sat down, had some good food that was on the company dollar. That's always a plus. So that was day four. Day five, we drove to Kearney. My sister-in-law, she goes to UNK. She stays out in Kearney. She's into the arts, so she was performing in Tarzan the musical. So we spent a couple of hours watching that. You know, it was just a fun-filled, action-packed week. All of it wasn't great, but it was good. And then day 6, which I shouldn't really count since it was a weekend. It's Saturday, but it was the 4th of July. So, of course, that was a good day. I was lazy. I slept most of the day. Ate really good. My in-laws, 4th of July, their neighbors get together and they all just cook food. There was ribs, brisket, wings, sides. I didn't eat any of the desserts, but I'm sure they were good. Fruit. I mean, just so much stuff. What was it that your dad made? The poop balls. Atomic buffalo turds. It was like a jalapeno pepper with cream cheese and a little smoky, and then around that was a piece of bacon. So fat guy paradise. It was so good. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed spending a few minutes with me today, telling you about my vacation. Until we meet again, until y'all see me post again in a couple of weeks. Y'all have a good week. Stay safe. Have fun. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.